Hi Alpha Babes, welcome back. It's your girl Kalei, and today we are going to be doing our July favorites because it's the end of the month. The first thing is a body gel oil. This is from Vaseline and I love it because I look super glowy. I just put it on like my shoulders, and if I'm wearing a dress, it just makes me look very glowy and very like dewy on my body. So I've been wanting to try this for a very long time, but I always just forgot. I usually get like firming lotions and stuff, but I'm happy I got this, and you don't need a lot. So I've been loving that. And then I've also been loving this Righteous Butter. It's a sun-kissed tint body lotion. I like to use this on areas of my body where it really doesn't see sunlight. So my stomach, the boobs, the butt. But I really like it because it's like a super bronzy color. It actually makes my skin look more bronzy than what it is, but let me show you. So it gives you that like glowy look, and it smells really good. Look at that. And it doesn't tan your skin, that I've noticed. It doesn't like keep it tan. It's just like a lotion, and then it washes off. This next product I had to mention because it's that awesome and I need a bigger size. Shave gel. Alright, so I use shave creams, I've used shave lotion, I've waxed, I've lasered, I've done all of that stuff, I've epilated, but nothing gets that area that I've shaved as smooth as this does. I got this in my Essence box, so I've been loving this a lot. I want a bigger size. I can tell you that I will never go back to shave foam. I will use this forever and always. The bikini area, the legs, it's so smooth. It's amazing, and it has like these little beads in it. I don't know what they put in this stuff, but this stuff is the best shaving gel I've ever tried in my entire life, and I need a bigger one. So I've been loving that. Next up is a Juice Beauty Green Apple Peel Blemish Clearing mask, I guess. And I've been trying to work on fading my acne scars and dark pigmentation and stuff, and this stuff is legit the best. I've never used something that worked so well and that helped fade my scars in as little as 2 weeks, to be honest. Like, I had something on my cheek, it's still there, and it's fading, but I literally just put this on before bed each night. I usually just kind of dot it on the areas where I need it. I don't put it on my entire face, and it's the first product I've ever purchased from Juice Beauty, and I have to say this product kind of turned me on to them a lot. So I've been loving that. My hair isn't straight today, obviously. I've been wearing it in its natural state ever since I cut it. It's just, I've been loving it. I've also been taking Hairfinity for like hair growth on an experiment that I've been doing. I'll link a video down below on what I'm doing with that. But when it's straight, I've been using like texture spray, and I never usually use texture spray on my hair because I'm like, okay, it has enough volume as it is. I've been using the Renewing Argan Oil of Morocco from OGX. OGX is doing really good for my hair, like for real. Today I'm also wearing the Shea Moisture hair gel, which is legit a ultimate fave. I forgot to grab it in the other room, but my hair is living. Like, I got so many compliments on it today. For fragrance, I've been using the Creed Adventus for Her. I did a campaign with them last month for the I Am That Girl. I've been really loving this. This is a play off of the Adventus for Him, and I loved it. So heavily scented though, so if you aren't into heavy scents that are very strong, you probably won't like this, but the scent of this is like powdery, like not baby powder, but it's like a certain scent to it. They came out with this one. I was just kind of obsessed, so I was actually able to do the campaign with Creed, and I got one of these, so I'm really excited and happy about this. So now I'm going to move into beauty and into makeup. So I'm going to start off with eyes. So for my brows, it's been like insane. I don't know what's going on with them. They're like out of control, so I ended up using the Control Freak eyebrow gel from NYX Cosmetics, and it literally like just works on my brows, and it just keeps the tail, because it's usually the tail end that like wants to do its own thing, but I don't even need a lot. It's a really good brow gel, and I usually like to use the City Color one, but this one I feel is a little bit better, so I've been loving that. Mascara, I've been loving the Makeup Forever Excessive Lash Mascara. This mascara gives me the same effect, except for it separates my lashes a lot more. The Superhero one will kind of have a little bit of clumps, so you kind of gotta work it out a little bit, but this one is really good, and the wand is so small that it fits underneath my lower lash line, and it doesn't get everywhere. So I've been loving this, and this isn't waterproof, and I haven't noticed any flaking, any smudging, any craziness going on with my lash in this humidity. For an eyeshadow palette, I know this is discontinued, it's unavailable, and I'm hoping that they actually bring it back once they recreate the formulas, but I've been loving the Becca and Jaclyn Hill palette. It's all I've been using on my eyes lately. I really like the palette. I love the formulas. I did a full review on it, so if you want to see that, you can check it out, although it is discontinued, but my palette is just, it's so buttery, and it's just so beautiful, and I'm wearing it on my eyes today, like, for a quick everyday palette. This has been my go-to besides the Covergirl Golden's palette, but I love this one. I have a bunch of stuff for face, so I'm going to start off with powders. The first one is this Golden Soleil Baked Bronzer by J Cat Beauty, and this is in Cypress Clay, and I also have Coconut Island. I have all of them actually, and I love to use this as a finishing powder. It's just so pretty, like you can't really see it, it's not glittery, it's not chunky glitter, but usually all I will do, let me show you, is I'll just take a brush, I'll swirl it in, and I'll just go all over my face. And I know you're probably like, oh my god, it's so glittery, but literally it gives me the prettiest glow on all the other areas of my face, and you don't really notice it, which is why I call it a finishing powder opposed to a baked bronzer. And it's not heavily pigmented. If you want to build up the coverage, you can, but you don't have to. I usually just go in with my face like this, and it just gives me like nice glowy skin all over, and it just looks really good. So I've been loving this one from J Cat Beauty. Another powder I've been loving for like bronzing and kind of like contouring. I don't really contour anymore, really. I don't really do that much. I might go with my nose, but it's never a super dark color. It's always warm tones. I just prefer that on my skin. But I've been loving the Covergirl Queen Collection. This is in Golden. And basically what I will do, let me show you this one too. Just take like a brush like this, and I will just go in the hollows of my cheeks, and it gives me like a natural glow without it being too red, without it being too orange. Instead of buying bronzers, I literally just buy face powders that are shades darker, and I use that, and I've been loving it because it's more of a natural color rather than being like orange or red or shimmery or something, and it's matte because it's a pressed powder. So I've been loving that. And then I've also been loving the Clinique. This one's in Stay Spice. I have another one in my purse that's a lighter color, but I've been loving this to set the rest of my makeup. But yeah, I'm loving the powder as well. It's very lightweight, it's very pigmented, and I haven't had any issues with it. The packaging reminds me of like old school. My mom used to buy Clinique and my grandma and stuff, so it kind of brings back a little bit of memories. I think theirs was like more of a round compact than a square, but I've been loving this. Let me go on with a primer first. So the Hourglass Veil Primer I've been using a lot. And I love it. If you don't want to spend the money on this one, I would recommend getting this one. This is the NYX Angel Veil. I'm sure I've said this a bunch of times, but these both, let me show you what they look like. Like the textures are the same. I mean, everything is the same about them. So you can't even tell the difference. This one is the Hourglass and this one is the NYX Angel Veil. They both blend out the same. I've been testing them out during this humidity and this weather that we're having here in Florida, and I love the way that my skin looks. It looks good under any foundation, both of them. So if you don't want to spend the money and splurge on this one, definitely get the Angel Veil from NYX. I think it's like about $10, but I've been really liking this. I've been reaching for it a lot lately. So for concealers, I've been loving these two. This one is from Sephora. This is the Bright Future Gel Serum Concealer. And I think one of my friends here on YouTube, Mackenzie Mann, I think she's used this before. I've seen it somewhere from her. So I've always wanted to try it, but I'm like, $14 for a Sephora brand. I don't know if it's gonna work. Honey, I wish I tried this sooner. This is an amazing concealer. It goes on like very thin, but the coverage is very nice. It blends out really nice on the skin. yeah, it's just, I don't even know what else to say. It's yellow based, and this is more of a medium tone, I think. This is called Pecan Pie number 12. And they have other colors, but I kind of wanted to get something that was more my skin color, but this is great for olive skin tones. But I have it on my face underneath my eyes right now. And then I've been using the full coverage concealer from Ulta brand concealer. Oh my gosh. I've never used Ulta makeup before. I have used Sephora makeup, and I love their eyeshadow palettes. I feel that a lot of their products are really nice, but I've never tried Ulta. I'm like, I am not paying that much money for Ulta brand products. But why not? Why not? So this is the concealer. It's just a full coverage concealer and medium warm, and it's yellow based. Holy, look at that. Yes, the applicator, it bends. It's so nice. This stays full coverage even when you blend it out. I want to blend it out with a brush so you can see. I'm going to blend it out with this, but literally it just brightens up my face. It looks so good. Look how it holds the pigment. It holds the pigment when it's blended out. Even when I buff it, look at that brightness. Yes. This concealer made me want to try more Ulta products. I also got their corrective palette that I honestly don't feel that it's worth the $15 or however much I paid for it, because it doesn't have all of the shades in there, but it doesn't add any weird texture to my skin, which is nice. It's very smooth. The pigment still holds, not as well as the City Color palette, color correcting palette that I've used in a past color correcting video, but it's actually not that bad for Ulta brand. So this concealer has been my obsession. I'll usually go on with this, and if I want to add brightness in the corners, I'll add a little. You don't need a lot of this. So I've been loving those. Of course, I've been talking about the Estee Lauder Double Wear Foundation. It's amazing. If you want to see a video like my first impression on it, I'll link it down below. I don't want to go into too much detail on it because you already know I like it, but let's just say I'm wearing it on my face today and it's amazing. So I have the color Honey Bronze 4W1, and it's amazing. It doesn't come with a pump though. I had to buy the pump separately. And finally, I have to mention this in the favorites, even though I just got it, but I have to mention it because I already know it's going to be a favorite, so why wait? I have to give a shout out to Hourglass for this. These Vanish Foundations, their stick foundations, are incredible. I did a video like trying them on for the first time. I didn't do a first look. I feel like I don't have to do a first look really on it because I did that video, but if you still want to see one, let me know. These are definitely my colors, I will tell you. On camera, it looks a lot lighter than what it really is, but if you check out my Instagram video, that is in natural lighting, no filters, no nothing. That is the exact color. Shout out to Hourglass for making these, because these are the best stick foundations I've ever tried in my entire life. I've tried a few other ones and it didn't work for oily skin, but those, even though I got oily at the end of the night, they still held up longer than other stick foundations I've tried. So shout out to you, Hourglass. You were killing the game. So that is the end of my monthly favorites. I hope you enjoyed it. I tried to add all of the products that I've been loving this month. Of course, there are other products too, but I'll save them for next month because this one will be way too long. So make sure that you subscribe and stay tuned for that one. Also, give me a thumbs up and let me know in the comments down below like what products you plan on trying. If you've tried any of the products that I have recommended in past monthly favorites, and let me know how you feel about them. I'm always down to hear your thoughts. Follow me on Snapchat at Kalei Lagunero, or Instagram, Twitter, Kalei_Lagunero. I'm always on there checking you guys out, commenting, doing my best to stay engaged with you guys there when I'm not here on YouTube. I love you all so much. Thank you so much for taking time to watch, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Happy news! Bye.